Hello all. My name is Anand and I'm part of the Dreamcatcher team. And along with Burhan and Yash, we developed this project and we will be giving a brief introduction and a short demo about it today. So the product overview. So basically, Dreamcatcher is a tool which will make a job search easy. It is a community-driven job application tracker where users can search through and keep track of multiple job applications. And it also provides a platform where we can share information about our job search and about new opportunities. So the problems, the inspiration for Dreamcatchers was our own job search, and these were some of the problems which we faced. The first issue was tracking multiple job applications. So like there are a lot of different job listing websites like LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor, and also like many companies have their own web portals for jobs. So tracking job applications across these different platforms and websites is very difficult. And the second issue which we faced was the lack of quality information like the interview timelines, the number of rounds, and the format of those rounds is not easily available. So our solution. So we developed Dreamcatcher as it will serve as a central hub for everything job related. So our solution has majorly four features. The first feature is tracking application. You can easily track and filter applications according to status. The second feature is a personalized dashboard which will give useful metrics about your job application. And thirdly, there's the community driven information. Like you can share your interview experiences and tips with the community. And lastly, there's the interaction with peers. So you can discuss various topics ranging from like technical questions to like the offer compensation and like give your thoughts about that. So the product development roadmap. So our initial idea to develop this job tracking tool came from our own job search experience, like I mentioned, and then we feel that there was a need to build a central hub where peers can interact and share the job experiences, and as well as like track all the job applications. And so based on our research, we chose like the appropriate tech stack and then started building our product. So we will be launching Dreamcatcher in beta initially, and then seeking feedback for the next release. And then in the future, after incorporating all the feedback, we will launch Dreamcatcher officially. So the tech stack, so we used React for the front end and Node.js for the back end. Firebase was used for the data storage, and in particular, we used the Firestore, which is a NoSQL database. And in the future, we'll be using AWS for hosting our website. And so this is our team. Burhan worked majorly as a backend and a backend engineer and also on the database. I worked as a full stack developer, and Yash worked as on the front end and on the infrastructure. And now my teammate Burhan will be giving a short demo.
Thank you, Anand. So since I'll be demonstrating Dreamcatcher with the perspective of being a new user. So since I'm a new user, I'll first go ahead and sign up. Note that I'm using snippets here to basically speed up this process. So once a new user signs up, they're taken to this profile page where we have the about section, the experience, and the education sections. So let's go ahead and fill these out a bit. And now let's add some experience details. Right, my position was a part-time position, let's say starting last month and ending tomorrow. And finally, we have the location and the description. Once we are done with that, we can add some details about our education, which is the university, program, major, and the start and end year. So we can see everything come up here. Lastly, we can, since we don't have a profile picture here, we can add that as well. Right. I have a question that I would like the community to answer if it's possible. So I'll head over to the forum section. And since it's a technical question, I'll go to the technical question section. I'll start by creating a new post here. Again, I'm using snippets here. So this is a common question about detecting duplicates in uploaded photos, and it's a Facebook phone interview question. So once I'm done with the question and I can see it over here, I can click on submit. And now that the question is submitted, I'll wait for someone maybe in the community who can answer this. And now Yash will be showcasing Dreamcatcher with the perspective of an existing user and the benefits that are presented to them.
Thank you, Burhan, for that presentation. And right now, I'm going to show you the use of Dreamcatcher from the perspective of a user who has been using it for a while. So I'm currently going to log into my account. And once I log in, we can check out the dashboard. So as you can see, in the month of December, I've been actively looking for new software development opportunities. And today I haven't applied to any applications. So And one of the things is that I have actually received an interview call for the company. It's actually going to be my first interview. And as you can see here, the interview schedule currently are 0 out of 18. And I know that this position does not exist in the database as of yet. So I'm going to go ahead and add it into the Dreamcatcher positions database. So a normal user just like me would copy all of these details into the into the description, and I'll just copy here, since many of the times these job descriptions also expire, so it's a good thing that we can have a storage. And there are these filters that we intend to use in the future for allowing more refined search. So I'm going to fill out these filters and hit submit. So if I search here for the company, we can see the position has been added into the database successfully, and I'm also going to add it into my application. So now I'll be able to track the progress of this application using the Dreamcatcher tool. So I'll head back to the dashboard. As we can see here, we can see one application on December 17th, which is the one that I just recently added to my database. And in the total applications as well, we can check it out. So I, on 5:29 p.m. December 17th, I added this. And as I mentioned, I'm going to interview. So I'll update my status to interview right now. And I'll head to the dashboard. As we can see, interview schedules are 1 out of 19. And in that list, we can see that position has landed up there. So this is a tool that other job seekers can use to keep track of their own applications in one place. So I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to ask if anyone has any questions or any comments about this portion of our demo and this tool.
You're getting some compliments, but no questions yet.
Thank you, everyone.
Have you deployed it? We are currently in the process of deploying it. So as we mentioned that we are going to use AWS to deploy it, but we are having some issues with AWS, which we aren't able to figure out exactly what's the root cause, but we are in the process of deploying it and we'll get it up soon. Are you able to track status automatically? Not as of now. So this is more like a tool that you use personally to keep track of applications, like I just did in terms of like updating the statuses of different applications. But maybe in the future, we can integrate other services into it.
Kind of similar question. Do you know if LinkedIn or similar sites, they have API where you can sort of get these jobs programmatically instead of...
So LinkedIn, from what we know, does not have like an API to get the job descriptions, but there are like APIs. For example, Lever is a company which manages application tracking systems for many companies such as Figma, Palantir, and stuff like that. So they do have APIs for job applications. So you can programmatically apply to applications. So maybe something in like the future case, we could integrate that into the tool, where if that application is supported by Lever, you can directly programmatically apply to the position.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Since we have a few minutes left, I'll just quickly show you the other aspect of Dreamcatcher, which is the forums feature. So Burhan asked a question in the technical questions as to how do I detect duplicates in uploaded photos. One of the solutions that I can come up with is to track the metadata of the photos, and if it's found, you can then rename the file as you want. So I'm going to, I have an answer prepared. So I'm going to paste this answer here quickly, hit a like to the question as well. So this would be one of the ways the community sort of gets together and helps everyone out in their job search. I can also check out Burhan's profile. All of these profiles are currently public. So if I want to know more about his background, maybe I can see his experience and his education. And if he updates his details, I know more about that position. And this is a fully fledged forum component in our application. We can also like reply to comments and sort of stuff like that. For example, here they are asking about compensation in the interview experiences section. So I can just say that please refer to offer compensation section for those details. And currently we can see you can reply to other people's comments in like a quote reply format. People can communicate with each other easily and keep track of conversations. And this is the general overview of a tool. And I think we are right about time. I appreciate every one of you coming to see our presentation.